I could share a story about my knee surgery a couple years ago. So I tore my ACL in June of 1994. I was in the Navy, and I'll never forget it because it was I had my surgery the day OJ and Al Callens drove the Bronco. Because when I came out of surgery, that's all that was on TV. And I wanted to watch the Knicks and Rockets NBA Finals, and they turned it off to watch OJ and the Bronco on every channel, by the way. And this was back before the internet, so I had to wait till the next day to wake up and get a USA Today brought to my hospital room so I could see who won the game. I had to wait a night. So that on a side note, I kind of missed those rushes when I was in the Navy. I didn't have cable, and there wasn't internet when I first joined the Navy like that. And I was living in the barracks, and I'd have to get up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday morning, look at the paper, and they got the little sports section up in the corner, and you got to see if your team won the night before. Almost like I missed that little rush a little bit because you wake up with so much like, I don't know what happened. And then you spend the 50 cents, you get the USA out of the little paper machine, and then you're reading all about the game. Unless it was sometimes those West Coast games, they didn't report them in time. So, yeah, I kind of miss that rush a little bit. But that's a side note. But I'll share a frustrating story I had with medical insurance and almost how they snowball you and do the okey doke thinking everything's okay. So I tear my ACL in June of 94. I tear my ACL again September of 2021. I was shooting a movie called Back on the Strip, which is out now on Stars, if you want to go see it. Played a stripper. And I got hurt on set doing one of the dance routines. Yeah. I know it's kind of embarrassing. But I like jumped off the stage and I slipped a little bit. And I felt like I didn't feel right. So the one of the girls on set was like, Gary, you got to go to the hospital right now to report this injury because if you're going to get a workers' comp claim, it has to be reported within 24 hours of you getting hurt. So I get hurt. The next day, I spend all day in the emergency room in Vegas. And it was a Vegas emergency room like exactly how you thought it would be. It was every type of person. I'm not saying there was Elvis impersonators, but it looked like a guy was an Elvis impersonator, but wasn't at work, but had the hair. I was like, dude, this is the most Vegas ER room. So then they tell me, I got to go get a MRI. He thinks my ACL is tore. I was like, what? So I got all the paperwork, turned in the studio, and they set me up with their insurance to cover the surgery if I need it. Get the MRI. Yep, it's tore. It's tore. So now I get on the phone with a lady. Nice as could be. She was so nice. We were laughing a little bit. She asked me if I ever had knee surgery before. I told her, yeah. 27 years ago, I had knee surgery. And then, okay, she's taking all my information. You got hurt on set. What happened? So everything I did was legit. Didn't do anything reckless. And I hung up the phone. Felt good about it. Went and saw the doctor that was going to do my surgery in Houston. And they called me back a couple days later and said, your claim's denied. And I went, what? So they were telling me the doctor would still do the surgery. And he said, we can try to bill you later or figure this out later. And I was like, well, how much in the surgery? It was ridiculous. 6 figures. And I was like, yeah, I don't want to pay that. And I was walking, ACL, you can walk with an ACL. You can have a day-to-day life. You just can't be doing anything athletic. And it's tore. So at some point it could swell up and stuff. So it's funny because I canceled my Orange Theory membership because I go, I'm about to have surgery. I can't come to Orange Theory anymore. So it gets denied. Go to the doctor. He still said he would do the surgery, almost like pro bono. He'd bill me and then we'll work it out later. I said, no, I want to get this taken care of ahead of time. So I had to call back to the studio and shouts out to Chris Spencer and his wife, Vanessa, who was the director and producer on the movie. They was on it. They had my back. They were in my corner, but they basically got in the studio's butt and was like, this guy was shot every day, was on time, did everything you asked him to do. He got hurt on our watch. Something happened on set on a something that we wrote, and it just freak accident happened, and they finally approved it. But yeah, so I had to get the surgery like I was supposed to get it November, so I had to wait until June. So December, January, February, March, April, May, June. I had to wait 7 months to get my surgery because it was just all these phone calls and paperwork, and they just run you through the freaking ringer just to get it approved. And the fact that I was on the phone with the lady and she made me feel so comfortable and so like, yeah, this isn't a big deal. Yeah, okay. So when was the surgery? June 1994. So, and I literally told you what I told you guys. I'll never forget it because it was at night. OJ was in the Bronco. We started laughing about that. She's, oh, I remember that. Yeah. And just talking to me like nothing. Hung up the phone. We recapped everything. And then when I told the people at the doctor's office what happened, they was like, yeah, they go, even they were like, yeah, it sucks because you can't tell the insurance people, you can't tell them all your medical history because they try to find a way to deny it. Instead of trying to find a way to approve it, they're trying to find a way to turn you down. And, finally we didn't let up on them. We had to go back and fight it, and we got it. But it should be the opposite. When you call, they should be trying to be like, okay, something's wrong. Let's try to get you fixed. It's the opposite. So